Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk with your boy Recon. I appreciate it. And while you're here, again, while you're watching this video, please like, subscribe, and share. The Jets traded John Franklin Meyer to the Broncos. John Franklin Meyer, of course, was a run stopper. At 288, he was a run stopper in defensive end. Of course, he didn't give you too much on the. It was a homegrown. Well, from the Rams to the Jets, of course, but still, he was one. Still one of ours. You know what I mean? He wasn't killing it with sack like that. That's not who he was. But in terms of stopping the run, and purely, this wasn't just a money thing. And yes, the Jets are loaded with defensive players, but still, you lose a guy like that. This is a guy who's lining up next to Quentin Williams. Can play both DN and DT. He can play in a 4-eye, Y9. This is the type of guy. Whether you put him in A, B, he's A gap, B gap, C gap, D gap, which is the edge. You could put him anywhere. He's lining up. He's stopping the run. Running back's not getting much on him. But you can't keep him and pay Hassan Reddick. When the Jets traded, when they elected to not sign Bryce Huff and let Bryce Huff go to the Eagles, and then trade they trade a pick to get Hassan Reddick, but the Hassan Reddick contract, you still got to pay him, right? You gotta pay Reddick, who's gonna be on the edge, killing it with Jermaine Johnson, and and Will McDonald to be on that edge. It's gonna be dangerous, still. But so John Franklin Meyer had to be the one to let go. You couldn't keep him. You couldn't keep him with not just paying us on Reddick, and then all the players that the Jets just drafted. They had to be able to pay those players and still have some cash flow in case stuff happened. In the NFL, you still got to sign out the veteran players. Things gonna happen anytime. Team drafting players now. A lot of those teams are gonna dump other players, and so you want to put yourself in a position to attract those players that might fit your scheme. And I think that the Jets, so there's just pure money to let go of John Franklin Meyer for that. But I think that the Jets, the draft ended. The Jets just pick up his replacement. He's a 305-pound Leonard Taylor III, and he's a run stopper. Out of the youth, he's a run stopper. And of course, I think I think 6 sacks total, or 6 or 8 sacks, whatever he had out of Miami with the Hurricanes. But he's a run stopper. His motor is high motor. It's 305. Him and I, we weighed the same, but we weighed the same. It's still a beast. I'm still a beast, man. That's what it is. But he's a high motor. And watching this kid play. He's still young, 21 years old, and move the way he does. You're gonna pair him with Quentin Williams. Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare still. For the Jets. So losing. You look at, for a player, a run stopper like JFM, John Franklin Meyer, but for Jets fans, of course, we call him JFM. For a player like that, the Jets traded him for 2026 6th-round pick. You say, wow, 6th-round pick. That's nothing. You know what I mean? For a guy who he's total sack, career sack with the Jets, 20 sacks with the Jets for the time he's been here. That's nothing. That's pretty much is a gift. The Jets been doing so much with the Broncos. I think here's a gift. And they trade because Broncos trade for Zach Wilson. right? They trade for Zach Wilson. Yeah, they've been trading with the Jets, doing so it's a gift. And the Jets still had to pay $2.5 million of Zach Wilson's money. So this was more here's a deal type. I throw him up so I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? So, but you have a player like that, you lose a player like that in Jeff Funkenmeyer, so you better have to have a replacement. You have that on the edge. So because again, John Funkenmeyer can play multiple positions on a D line, right? So, but now you have a Son Reddick there that is a true edge rusher, right? He's a true edge rusher. So now you have to get somebody else to play that part, which I believe that the Jets have right now with Leonard Taylor the third to be able to come in and eat up the A and B gap with Quentin Williams. You know what I mean? So let you eat up the A and B gap. A and B, A and B gap. Of course, Quentin Williams gonna have that, right? You need somebody that can take the C gap away, and so Leonard Taylor take that position automatically, right? So and because your C your D gap, which is the edge, your edge rushers and a Son Reddick and Jermaine Johnson gonna take care of those stuff. Those edge, they're good on that. So now you have a player with a high motor. There's the same motor with Quentin Williams that's gonna keep going. So now he's a gym rat, 305 pound with Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams 300 pound, but they coming in and so you have two monsters in the middle. JFM was 288. And because he played better at 288, he didn't like to beef up too much, because again he doesn't just play defensive tackle, he played defensive end as well. That was his natural position. But to have a guy, Leonard Taylor, who's a natural 305, natural 305. This is what you need. What I mean. So that's gonna eat up A B gap. A and B gap is gonna take that over. C gap gonna take it over, so that can function in the middle. You know what I mean? So you need that. You need that. Quentin Williams can focus on a C and B gap, right? And or A and C gap, and then Leonard Taylor can focus on the B and C gap, and then you have your edge out there. Again the D gap, but which is the edge. You got your guys to do that. So losing Jeff Funkenmeyer, of course as a Jets fan, it hurt a little bit, but you understand having a Son Reddick coming in, the Jets wouldn't have the money to pay all these guys, and then you gotta pay your drafted players and undrafted players, and the possibility of bringing in veteran players in case something happened. You need to have the cash flow to be able to do that. And I understand. You say hey, it's not much money, but when you look at $7 million, it's a lot of money. When you had to pay other players, you need that $7 million to pay your undrafted players and to pay your late round players, and still have some cash left around to be able to move around with. So of course, it is hurtful, but I'm excited. It's hurtful, but I'm excited with the addition that we just picked. We just signed just now. Leonard Taylor the third could have went anywhere, but he picked the Jets because of Quentin Williams. Coming out of the U, a lot of teams wanted him. The Giants wanted to sign with him. They contacted his camp. The Raven contacted his camp. New England Patriots, Miami Dolphins, Pittsburgh Steelers, LA Rams, the Raiders. All those teams. The Seahawks call him and call his camp to be able to come in, but he picked the Jets to play for the Jets. And so I'm super excited with that. The fact that he decided to come here with the Jets, you know, because of Quentin Williams, you know, and he's, you know, Quincy Williams was the reason that to make that happen, you know. But shout out to Quincy Williams. That got an elite linebacker, man, sideline to sideline. Whew. So that defense looking crazy. You know, so I'm happy with that. As a Jets fan, yes, we lost John Frankenmeyer, but we got Leonard Taylor, you know, to replace him. You know, so we'll see what happens, man. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate the love. Peace out.